Alrighty, so today we are going to be talking about your Dokkan account power level, and more specifically, the benefits to raising it, how you can do so, and the contributing factors that go into it, as well as the best methods to do for each contributing factor for your power level. So if any of that interests you today, let's go ahead and hop right into it with first showing how to access your power level. For the sake of explaining things initially, I'm going to be going to... I just noticed I have the same amount of stones on both versions. That's weird. But we are going to be on the global side of things because it's in English. It's a little bit easier to read, but you guys are going to notice because this is for 0 to hero, the power level is going to be substantially lower, and then we'll kind of explain it a little bit more when we go back over to the JP side. So if we go over here to power level, basically this is a way of measuring the sort of growth of your account and how dedicated you are to grinding the game. You guys can see here, there are 4 factors that are contributed to a power level, and what these power levels are going to give you is access to a bonus. So you guys can see when you get over to 100,000, you're going to be getting more Zenny. And if we go all the way to the bottom here, we are going to be able to get extra attempts for different events, of difficult events, for growth events if we get over 530,000. But you guys can see that this is going to be ranging based on your power level, right? So I believe the maximum number for everything is right around the 3.4 million range, and you don't really need to be worrying about that too much right now. What I would mainly be focusing on is getting to 530,000 for these extra event attempts. This is going to be a very nice thing here, and you guys can see if we go to the list of bonus, it's 3 million flat. You're going to be able to get extra boost time. You're going to be getting other things like stamina restoration time, right? Extra runs of stuff, more like just a lot of extra good things for the account. But if we go back to the 4 contributing factors for this, you guys can see there are 4 things that you need to be doing in order to access a higher power level. Now, the first thing is probably one of the lesser, it's just kind of one that's really natural, and that is the hidden potential nodes activated. This is going to be giving you 1 point per node that you activate. So if we go over to our URs and we go to hidden potential and stuff like that, and we just press the activate all button, this is going to give us some power levels. So you can see we were at, I believe, 2004. Now we are up to 2,143. I don't remember exactly what the number was, but you guys can see the power level went up from doing that. Now, we're going to skip over link skills for now because that's kind of like the bulk focus of power level. The next is going to be unique stages cleared. So you might be wondering how you do this. The simple answer is you just go to the event tab and play everything, right? Do your story events, do your growth events, do the awakening stuff, challenges, right? Extreme Z battle stages. This is all going to be adding up for your overall account progression, right? Just clearing events is very easy, especially stuff in these 2 tabs, and even in the Dokkan Awakening tab. Where things get a little bit more tricky is when you're doing Extreme Z areas or difficult events in the Challenge tab, right? This is where you can kind of get a little bit caught up with what you need to do in order to get these, and your account needs to be a little bit further along in order to complete this. So that is definitely going to be like a big factor in it, but just keep in mind that this stuff just kind of happens over time, but there are direct ways that you can do so by doing easy events like story events, super strike events, right? Quest mode. This is all going to be counting. So that is going to be pretty damn good for your power level, right? Just clearing unique stages. And then last but not least, or not last but not least, but the third to last thing we need to talk about is the Dokkan Awakening of your characters. This is, again, something that's just going to be a little bit more natural of a progression while you are working on your team, right? We talked about this recently, but going down like your to-do list, I think is a very good practice for you guys to sort of progress your account, Dokkan Awaken your characters when you're forming your teams and stuff like that. This is going to be a very good feature for you for just kind of like an access of ease of life thing. But another thing you can do, aside from just the to-do list that I like to do because I play JP, you can also use the Giru's Guide. This is going to be an extremely helpful area for you when it comes to super attack levels, when it comes to Awaken and all of that fun stuff. This is where you are going to want to look through your characters. You can go to the recommended tab. It's going to give you characters to pull up that you can do and stuff like that. A very nice feature that the game added, and it's extremely clutch, especially for you guys who are brand new to the game. This is going to help you be pointed in the right direction and sort of guide you to places where you want to go. Now, the last factor for your power level is going to be the link skills at max level. This is cut and dry your link level 10 characters. You guys can see we are working on some of them. every time you get a level 10 Link is going to be 1,000 points to your power level. So you guys can see I have 14 Link skills at max level, and that is accounting for 14,000 of the 30,243 over here on the global. Now, just to do a quick check, you guys can see with the JP, we're closer to 4.85 million, and we have 4,210 Link skills at the max level. So you guys can see it's over 4.2 million of the power level of the 4.8 is being accounted for with Link skills, right? So that is by far going to be the best way for you guys to increase your power level. Now, you may be wondering, what are some of the best ways to go about activating hidden potential nodes, Link skill, Link leveling, stuff like that, doing Dokkan Awakening for your characters, doing unique stages? Well, the process is pretty simple. We're going to go one by one with each node. We'll timestamp that and all of that fun stuff, and then we can let you get up on out of here. So first and foremost, let's get started with the hidden potential nodes. Now, the best advice I can give you is just, like, this is really just going to be sticking for like 2 or 3 or 4 of these, all of these categories except for events cleared. Really, it just comes down to when you pull a unit that you know is going to be awakened at some point, you just need to finish them, right? That doesn't mean you need to rainbow them. Obviously, it helps if you can, but if you can't, it's not really a big deal. So if we go over to that Awaken tab, to the Gyro thing and stuff like that, what you want to do is kind of find your SSRs and then start working on them, right? You guys can see I'm filtered by my SSRs here. A character that I need to work on, actually, I just pulled him recently, is this STR Hercule. So make sure you lock him up, put him on a tag, whatever you got to do. This is going to help us with our hidden potential nodes. So what I can do, we'll come back in Dokkan responsibly for a super attack. I'm sure there's a Hercule I can farm up real easy, but what we would do is go in here and then go get his hidden potential. So the first thing that we would do is get him to level 100 and then try and Dokkan Awaken him, right? So if we do this, you guys can see I don't have the medals yet, but that's not a big deal. We can always make that process happen easily. Now, what we want to do over here, go to the hidden potential, set it at 41 for right now, but when we go back and get him to super attack level 10, this is going to get us up to that 55% mark. So when we have that 55% mark, it's going to be very helpful for us because it's just going to give us more nodes for the hidden potential. And this is just stuff that you can overall do. If we press this like right here, right, we can put a dupe into this character, and that's going to be the rainbow star for them. I have not invested in their super attack level yet, but this is basically just the process, right? Putting your dupes in and activating the hidden potential nodes. Very simple stuff. If you want to kind of cheese it a little bit, for lack of a better word, what you can do is farm up free-to-play characters. You guys can see I have a couple examples of this because I was experimenting with something. You can take stuff like this with characters that have like unique skill orbs, like the Team Bardock characters, and just feed dupes into them, and then do something like this where you're just auto doing the hidden potential nodes and stuff like that, and you're leveling them up more like that. But again, I would probably stay away from that because this is sort of just like end game stuff where you don't have a lot to do, and I just happen to have a little bit more box space than I really need, just because I don't summon that much. So you just have to keep that in mind. So for hidden potential nodes, this is always going to be a very helpful way to do it. Just make sure you get your characters done when you pull them, right? If you get a new character you know you're going to use, just go get them Dokkan Awakened, go use your hidden potential stuff, and you're going to be good to go. Now, when it comes to stages cleared, I would probably just go down a different route of just going down the list, right? It's pretty simple. Start with each tab and go down the list, especially with the story event tab, with the growth tab, with the awakening tab, with the extreme Z battle tab. The only thing that you really don't need to worry about right now is going to be this difficult event tab if you were a newer player. Maybe you're somebody that is a little bit farther in and you have a really solid team. Go through and try and clear as many of these events as you can, and if you can't beat one right now, not the end of the world. This is going to be the best way for you to clear different events. And again, the quest mode is going to be a very good way to do this. You can go into the Portal of Memories if you have keys. And then something that's a little bit sneaky is going to be this Dragon Ball story mode, where you have different things coming in from the movies, from GT, from Z, from Dragon Ball. And you just want to go through and play these, right? These are all going to count as unique stages that you're playing through, and you just go down the list and you are going to be good to go. So that's how you do the stages cleared section. Now let's talk about the big boy factor here for link leveling, which again, I told you on my account right now, I'm at 4.8 million, 4.2 of it is link leveling. So what you guys want to do passively every single day, you want to make sure that you are doing your Roshi event runs. I always harp on this when I make these videos. You want to make sure that you are doing this every single day. And when your power level is above 530,000, you're going to be able to do this twice per day. So very good for getting your link levels. Focus on characters you know you're going to be using at first, and then you can kind of filter out a little bit and start doing other stuff. Now, After we've done that, sometimes there's going to be limited link skill events like the Guru event, but this is typically not going to be available on an everyday basis. So for the sake of this video, I'll just tell you right now it's available, but you might be watching this in like October or November. It might not be there at the moment. So please just keep that in mind when you're watching this at the time that you are. Sometimes there's going to be a limited link level event available, and other times there's not. Now, for one that's not available right now, Special Dokkan Day is on the 15th and the 30th of every month, and this is going to give you a Hyperbolic Time Chamber event where the link level rate is skyrocketed, costs a lot of stamina, but you got a lot of XP back, so you're going to be in a pretty good spot. Special Dokkan Day, 15th and the 30th of every month, going to be a very good method for you to sort of overall increase your power level at a very fast rate, right? And last but not least, the quest mode is going to be overall the most consistent way for you to be doing your link levels when there's none of that stuff available. Now, do you need to do this every single day and grind it all day, every day, like some of your favorite content creators may? No, absolutely not, right? You can casually link level in this game and you're going to be fine, but if you are looking to directly increase your power level in a quick rate, this is going to be the best way to do so, aside from stuff like Special Dokkan Day, and that is going to be the quest mode. Now, I've made videos on this recently, but there's two stages that I really like. If I'm looking for speed, I do Area 38 Stage 7, and you guys can see here's my link leveling team right now. But if I'm looking for more, just a tad bit slower, but still also another very good stage, this one has the highest link level rate of any quest stage, it's going to be Area 35 Stage 6. You're going to be doing a fight against the Ginyu Force. Run your boosts on these every single day, right? Just at the bare minimum, do your boosts, right? If that's all you want to do, that's fine, but that's what I highly would recommend. So that's a breakdown for the power level system, how it works, how you can increase yours. I hope everything was clear. If there's any questions or concerns that you have, anything confusing, go ahead and leave it in the comment section below. If you saw something wrong with this, let me know, and we can always see where something went wrong. But I try and make sure that we kind of, look through these things before they're uploaded, obviously, and sometimes just things go over my head. But I think in this case, we got everything that we needed to talk about. We know how to do hidden potential nodes. We know how to link level. We know where to go with our characters, right, to do different events, and then we also know how to Dokkan Awaken our characters using the Giru's Guide or a to-do tab with your tag list. So that's everything I have for you in today's video. Let me know what you think down below. If you did enjoy and found it helpful, don't forget to leave a like before you go, and subscribe if you are new, so that way you don't miss out on any Dokkan guides. We're always updating and refreshing the guides, and I always love informing you guys with the up-to-date information regarding this game. So thank you for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one.